Alright, so I'm trying to make another big vase. This is just the bottom section right here. I'm going to attach 3 sections together. Got the belly, I've made it over here. You're going to see me attach that in this video. So I have to make the top piece, which is more of just a design of the flare of the rim and such. And I might go ahead and clip the video with that in it, but we'll see. It's going to take maybe an hour to make it and put the torch on it to firm it up. But I'm about to put some slip on the top of this one, so I can slip. I've already scored it. It'll be slip scored and then attached. They both should be at the right state to do this. So let's go ahead and get those done, and then they'll have time to set together while I get the other made. Second. Bring this thing out real fast, sorry. It's been a minute since I used the slip. At least from this one. Alright, here we go. Let it drip on here. And just pretty much pour it on here. Okay. So that's nice and covered. Let's go ahead and try and get this one off the wheel. See in a second here. Good and please work. Here's the belly. They're pretty close. This one's a little bit taller, but it doesn't have to do as much structural support, so hopefully that works out. Let's see. Alright. Stop the wheel. So if not, you got room while I'm doing this. Good start. I got to blend it together a little bit. Let's see. That's the best option usually. I made one of these successfully before, and it was a condition. This one, I'm adding it to my actual inventory. Come on, though. I have to blend the inside in just a moment as well. Should be all the way through, I know. There's something. Okay. I think it went through that time. Yep, there we go. You nicked it right here, but I left this super thick because I'm going to have to trim it down and attach another piece to it. And I couldn't exactly measure it beforehand, not well enough to make the top piece already. To have already made the top piece. There we go. Words. Alrighty. There. Might use that one again. Okay, now we got to blend the inside, which I can't really show you, but I will be trying to finagle and fix that in a second here. Alright, so. Oh, that one's. Yep. Fast. This thing is a little too long for the inside, but we'll see if I can make it work. So then we'll see if I can put it in my. See down in it at least. Let's see, what are the options? Perfect. Video's getting pretty long. It was not my intention, but I think I've attached that well enough on the inside. It's all a matter of feel, so. Try and do a little bit of shaping if I can. It all depends on how dry or how not dry it is. How damp it still is. little bit better in this area. Less of a weird bulge and do that thing. But let's see. All right. I'm going to check the top, try and get it as straight as possible. Because if it's warped or beveled or warbled at all, then we're going to have a problem. And since I did just shape it, no matter how evenly I might have wired it, could have come off of, could have gotten rid of it all. Trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. Line at least. Now we're going to see what we can manage. Something I don't use for this. Go. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Let me get this brought up in here. Alright, now I'm going to transition to the next part of the video. Hopefully everything goes right in that area. Alright, so it's been about 30 minutes. I went ahead and torched the other one that I just made, the top section. I'm going to score this real fast, and I'm going to go ahead and attach these. I'm going to do the shaping on a different wheel. That's going to take even longer, so I might just go ahead and clip that out. If anybody watches this and decides that they really wanted to see that whole process, let me know. I kind of plan to make another one of these if it turns out well. And probably within the next couple months. But just let me know after this video or in the comment section. This is going on YouTube and Facebook and probably Instagram if Instagram accepts it. Larger videos, I never really can tell. Alright, this one's scored. The other one can't be scored because, like I said, I just made it. It's not going to be upside down. I firmed it up enough that I should be able to pick it up and just set it down straight, but I'm going to wire it off a second time because it's sat here for a few minutes. You can't see that part, but don't worry. It's out. Alrighty, so that's wired again. Let's hope for the best. I forgot to put the slip on here. Oh no. Alright, let's do this. Well, I got enough slip on the bottom. But this will help all the same. Alright, so now let's try this. I left it where I can still shape it. Might have put a little too much slip. It's fine. It does not look great at the moment, but it will. I promise you, it will. Or it should. Let's rephrase that. It should. Catch it and blend it on the inside and the outside at the same time. How freshly made this one is, it is still kind of trying to shape on its own. I'm going to wipe these drips up. I don't want those as part of my final design. Sometimes, but not today. You'll probably see some of the drips. But yeah, they're going to get cleaned up. I'm not making this a drippy slip piece. Alright, so it's not completely blended, but I'm going to clip to the very last bit because it's just going to take probably another 5 to 10 minutes on here. I'm going to go and swap it to a different wheel because it's not being held down well on this wheel. It's just in between this Giffen grip, and that's not enough for me pushing against it in any direction. Alright, well I will clip to hopefully the end. Again, if y'all want me to show the entire thing, just let me know. Alright, so I decided to do the last shaping on camera, but I trimmed it a little bit. You might be able to see a couple little chunks of clay. I'm going to go back and trim the outside a little bit more. But I'll do that later once it's firmed up quite a bit. It'll be a lot easier to get a nice shape, which it looks fantastic already. Again, I'm shaping this right now. I did notice something. That's why I wanted to record me actually shaping it, but I've got on the wall right here. Let's get my roller real fast. Okay, so. Come on, here we go. Get flat against the wall. Alright, if this is a straight line, I'm not real sure, the camera angle's messed up, but if this is a straight line, then that is 25 inches, which is the height of the inside of my kiln. This is going to shrink a little bit as it dries, but I just thought that was like, whoa, like that is really freaking close, and I still have to shape it, which the shaping might lower it just slightly, but I was a little astonished. Alright, let's get to the shaping. So we've got couple ribs, water on them. Some of these dried clay off of them because we don't need them getting stuck against it. Dried clay will just act like a, I don't know exact words at this moment, but it can get stuck against it if I'm not careful. Turn this on. Got it set for the lowest possible power output on the wheel. Let's see if I can just shape. Okay. Needs a little bit of water, but it's going to do that. Get this off. Every time I talk next to it, the sound just bounces back in my ear. Okay, phone just entered battery saver mode. I didn't think that through. Okay. Too much water will be really bad because as it goes down, it will weaken the body of the piece. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but it is a risk that I would like to avoid. Alrighty, okay. Let's see if I can just out slightly. So not how I'd normally stretch one out, but the height of it, I'm trying to be careful. It already looks kind of good, but that's not what I'm going for yet. Where did I put the ribs? Okay. Alright. My heart is like racing, trying to make sure I do this right. Let's see if I can try these opposite. Okay, so far so good. Alright, that's looking pretty darn good. A little bit more. Hopefully I can get this done before the camera dies. It looks really good on camera already. I'm gonna go back later with a rib and just smooth the outside. But let's see if I can quickly reverse these again. Alrighty. Let's see, is it just... It should dry just enough to fit in my kiln. Just enough. I mean, it's gonna be close. I plan to make one more of these. I may or may not put a plant inside of one of them. I got a nice little tall plant. But thank y'all for sticking this out. I think it's like 20-ish minutes so far. Wish me luck on making sure it dries nice and evenly. And I'll see y'all in the next video.